What's up, guys? It's Otherjesus, and I'm back with some Borderlands 2 $100,000 loot hunt. Now, I've been kind of busy the past couple days, but I'm back with another video anyway for you guys. Yep, I've still been doing it every single day, even when the guns are guns that I really don't give a crap about. And there's been quite a few, but it's still been fun. And I've just been having a blast with it, kind of going back to locations that I hadn't been to in a while, or fighting enemies that I just kind of had forgotten about. So it's been really cool. And since I had been going back through the game and trying to complete every single side mission in one playthrough, I've actually stumbled upon some missions that I just hadn't done before, and some missions that I hadn't completed in this playthrough that I needed to complete in order to unlock other missions to actually get the mission that I needed to get, and that would unlock the boss, or the mini-boss that was dropping the particular weapon. And right here we fuck up DJ Tanner, and he drops the tidal wave, and this is, I mean, it's kind of a cool shotgun. Because it reminds me of the Sandhawk. It's kind of like the Sandhawk of shotgun, except it doesn't do the what am I trying to say here? It doesn't do the spread out B damage. Let me say that again. With this, the thing about the Sandhawk is that the Sandhawk does shoot like 6 or 7 or 8 pellets or bullets out for every time you fire the gun, but the weapons card doesn't say ×8. Now, what that means is that, and I think the double penetrating unkempt herald is like this too, or even just the unkempt herald. So what that means really is that when you pair it with the B shield, that the amp damage is not divided. If you have a weapon that says like ×13, and then you pair it with the B shield, the amp damage of the B shield is divided by all of those pellets. I hope that makes sense. But right here I really want to show you guys something interesting after I kill all these pirates, because I've actually heard a lot of talk about how weapons cannot spawn standing straight up. That when an enemy drops a weapon, that the weapon is always on its side. And I've heard that if you fast travel to a different location and then come back, that weapon will still be there, but that weapon will be standing up. And apparently that is true. I've honestly never tested it, but check this out. You just watched me kill DJ Tanner, and not only is the weapon standing straight up, so is that pistol, but it's floating in the air. But notice how that pistol just happened to kind of land on the ground there, but landed straight up. So right here, busting the myth that all weapons, when they drop from a character, only spawn or only land on their side. Myth busted right there. Now there's some controversy surrounding this. I'm not even going to get into it because I'm just not going to get into it. But there you have it right there, that it is in fact possible for a weapon to somehow glitch and land straight up when it drops from an enemy. You can even see DJ Tanner's body is still floating in the air. Now, I don't know what causes it to happen. I don't know if it was because I fucked him up with rockets. I honestly don't know. But you see right there, it is possible. And I'm just looking for a crap weapon here that I was just picking up to sell back. So I'm looking for the cheapest one. I'm going to drop the cheapest one. And then I'm just going to show you guys that I can, in fact, pick up this weapon here. So when I stumbled upon this, I was like, holy crap. It is possible. And after all that, he only drops a OP7. I did do this shotgun a few times because the first variation that I got of the tidal wave, it had a magazine clip size of 3, and it's kind of cool because if you have a weapon like, if you have a character like Zero who has a chance to fire twice every time he fires once with his skill tree, you can shoot out 2 layers of those wavy shotgun shells. So then we have the sheriff.
That's kind of pissing me off. Huh.
Yep, we killed Jack's girlfriend. And I hadn't done this mission yet on my playthrough. So right here, kind of a weird thing happened, and I kind of cut it out because it took me a while to find a place to actually nade jump up there. But the sheriff is kind of a bitch, literally, and she just won't jump down to fight you sometimes. So that means the loot that she spawns just stays up on that little rooftop there. I had to nade jump up there to get up there. Maybe you guys know a different route you can take to get up there, but I tried all sorts of ways to kind of just jump up there normally, and I couldn't figure it out. So I ended up having to nade jump up there to get the loot and to get the weapon. Now I ended up doing it again, and I don't really know why I tortured myself, because the Octo, I just don't think that it's that great of a shotgun. It's kind of cool because when you do scope in, you can kind of get direct hits with the shotgun, so I guess that's the one like real advantage to it. But I kid you not, guys, I had such a problem with killing the sheriff. This time she finally, thankfully, just jumped down after I died probably like 10 times in a row. Once she jumps down, not really that hard. I am using the sham shield, so I am absorbing pretty much 94% of the damage that she's doing to me. And you can see for the weapon drop of the week, she does drop a fastball, I believe it is. I just picked this up to sell it here because it was $1 million. But yeah, another instance where I just fucking, like, she was up on the roof for so long. And as I've talked about before, so there's my shock fastball, which is kind of cool. It's kind of a cool nade. I prefer the chain lightning still because the nades regen, but it's all good. So there's my genuine Octo, times 10 damage, 6 magazine size. It has a high accuracy because when you scope in, the bullets, they do this kind of like star pattern and they all land in one spot, so you can get some pretty nasty critical hits with the shotgun. Maybe there's a badass challenge for getting criticals with the shotgun. I'm honestly not sure. I would have to check on that. But yeah, the fucking sheriff, I tell you, she just will not jump down from the balcony sometimes. And you guys know I've talked about when you do these enemies on OP8, if you stop shooting them for a small amount of time, their health goes right back up. So I would get the sheriff literally down to, I would take down her shield, get her down to maybe like, you know, like 1/100th of her health left. I'd be like fucking her up with rockets, just like shooting every rocket I had, and I would almost kill her, and then she would run away and hide, and she'd pop back out. She'd like jump to the back of the balcony. She'd come back out with full health. So annoying. And then I'll show you guys Henry here. We had to go to the Highlands and kill Henry. This is another mission that I actually had to do, and I had forgotten about this mission because to get this mission to drop, to actually make Henry spawn, you have to do a mission. I forget what it's called. The name escapes me. And then to get the Henry mission to spawn, you actually just have to go around and kill stalkers. And I mean, it's pretty easy to get the mission to spawn. I mean, you just kind of kill stalkers, and the mission just kind of spawns pretty easy. But I had totally forgotten about it. It hadn't done it on this playthrough. I think I had done it with some friends before. And you can see again right here, Henry jumps behind the cliff, and retreats, so her shield comes right back up. So cool AI, but mildly annoying there. But Henry's really not that hard to kill with a B shield, and kind of just whatever, you know. I mean, I use the Sandhawk just to kind of get it done. Because, as I mentioned, I just don't have a lot of time, so I was kind of just trying to get in here and have a little fun. But here it is, boom, the 2-for-1 Gunnerang. This is the one that you want, the one that does ×2 damage. Yeah. Oh, so sexy. And Henry, she actually dropped 2-for-1s in a row for me, I believe. So this time I'm doing it with Stargirl in the game, which makes it a little bit harder. But you can see I told Stargirl, I was like, let's just fucking roll him in there with the B shield and the Sandhawk, and Henry's no match. If you kill Henry fast enough, her minions will not spawn. There's another 2-for-1 right there. That one has a little bit higher damage output as I compare them there. So you can see a little bit higher damage output, but the one that I have with the lower damage output has a slightly faster reload, but it's pretty minimal. It's, you know, it's questionable. It's not really, I mean, I would take the higher damage output one, but I just go ahead and let Stargirl have it because my accuracy is so goddamn good. I'm a motherfucking badass. Okay, I could get headshots with gun accuracy of 1. Okay, and then we decided to do Henry one more time just for the hell of it because it's just really not that hard. Take her down pretty handedly, as you can see there. You know, plus sometimes she drops Iridium, which I love that chunky Iridium. Oh, you're so chunky, Iridium. So then we got a Super Gunnerang with a much higher damage output. Really nice. High accuracy. Lower magazine size. Much faster fire rate, too. It's a pretty cool variation. I like this gun. I mean, it's kind of novelty because the red text. I mean, when you reload the gun, I'm sorry I didn't show you guys on video. When you reload the gun, it comes back like a boomerang, and it blows up. You got to be careful not to hurt yourself with it, but it can blow up and hurt an enemy. But I mean, it's still kind of a cool pistol. It's much more accurate if you scope in. Anyway. And day 16, this is actually today, as I'm finally caught up. We do Arizona, and this is another mission that I had long forgotten about. It's been a while since I've been back to the Hunter's Grotto. Arizona, not really that hard of an enemy. The only really difficult thing about taking down Arizona quickly is that with these giant spider-type enemies, what the heck are they called? I'm totally blanking. That you only really hurt them in the little like eyeballs below their bellies. So just depending on which weapon you're using and your character, and if you're going solo or if you're with friends, you kind of just got to get up underneath the enemy, which can be hard because then it stomps on you or it shoots down its green goo on you. And this weapon here, the Landscaper. I mean, it's cool, but it's just kind of it's so niche based that you're not really going to use it that much, in my humble opinion. I mean, you saw what it does. You fire it, it sticks to the walls and it blows up. If it sticks to enemies, I think it blows up immediately. But it's just kind of like niche based. I don't know, maybe you guys got a really good skill tree for it with a perfect match with the character. Feel free to leave a comment and let me know if you did make it that far into this video. Really, at this point, I'm just kind of doing it because I love Borderlands, and again, I think Gearbox is really, really cool for just keeping this game alive so long. This video's already went too long, guys, so if you did make it this far, just please remember to rate, give me a thumbs up, give me a subscription, give me a comment, whatever. And also, if you made it this far, I want to say a big shout out to BHC Blues and Twos, BHC Impulse, Gilly Shanks, and the whole BHC Entertainment crew. Just really got a load of respect for those guys. Love their videos, and do check them out. All right, guys, it's Otherjesus. I'm out. Sleep well.